sometimes I think that at least in America, you're sort of told that freedom is bought with money, and that like money buys you out of oppression, and that the idea is that like the more money you have, the more options you have, and the more things you have, the more sort of ability you have to do the things you want. But it's a paradox in a way, because it's like the more things you have and the more responsibilities you have, it's like you're sort of become a slave to these sorts of things. And materialism in and of itself is a trap. And especially lately, I've sort of felt very strange as though I'm living in a very materialistic society, and I've sort of want to own less and want to have less clutter and less like objects and less things that are sort of tying me to that, and give me the freedom to travel and the freedom to do different things and not to worry about possessions or think about possessions. But living in a society that teaches you that money buys freedom is very, very strange. But at the same time, I have bills to pay, and so it's like sometimes you feel like you're just a gerbil, like running on a wheel or something like this. Think about it a lot, and I think that when something that gives freedom, like, or at least a feeling of freedom, is that when you talk to people or different kinds of people and present information that's challenging, instead of put information that causes people to challenge their beliefs or causes yourself to challenge your own beliefs, it's part of like a very good process, like almost an alchemy process. And I think it's very important, and that's where art comes into play, I think. I think art is really the key to destroying systems of control and oppressive belief systems. I've been thinking a lot about the idea of subculture or counterculture or music. Where is it a form of entertainment, and where is it actually like a lifestyle? And I think that if you go to a really good concert, or you read a good book, or you see a beautiful painting, or you have amazing sex, or you do like any of these things, it's like really exciting in the moment, but then you walk away from it and just go back to a normal life. It's complicated, and I've wanted to understand, how do you cross that line where you're not like a tourist in something subcultural, or you're not a tourist in this experience, but it actually just becomes a part of you. I think the answer to that is really a larger community, and people that sort of let go of their own ego and kind of commit towards each other, towards working to something that's sustainable and transcends those ideas. I think that freedom comes from letting go of these sorts of concerns or these sorts of things. I think that freedom comes, like, I don't know if you've ever practiced meditation or have experience with this. Yes, and I think that like freedom comes when you destroy that sort of like clutter in the mind, because the way that the conscious mind thinks is you have one thought, then the next thought comes like, oh, but this can't happen. And you think, oh, but what about this? Or like, oh, no, not that. And the workings of the mind is a conflict and a struggle. And I think that like freedom comes from learning to like understand when you need to let go of pointless struggle. Because some struggle is important, of course, but the sort of internal struggle and things like this, I think, is the main thing that keeps people oppressed. And I think that if more people were to meditate or do things like this, it would be so incredible for the world. Take the thing that you think is most important and destroy it. And then after that, look at it from both perspectives and decide. And do that with your most deeply held beliefs over and over and over and over again, and you'll find something new. And maybe you'll find the same thing, maybe you'll find something different, but at least you have the courage to challenge it.